I am Reverend Spaceman.
I'm Jordan.
This is the toy aisle.
Toy aisle, toy aisle, toy aisle. We talk about toys and Power Rangers.
And sometimes toy movies.
And toy movies.
Like Power Rangers.
And Split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Etc.
Welcome to episode 10.
Woo!
We've made it this far.
We're double digits now.
It's been a fun 6 months.
Yeah. 6-ish, 5-ish. I haven't kept track.
I
Probably
think our
6.
first episode was released in like October.
Probably.
I was checking the other day in preparation for this. So you should feel proud.
I'm very proud. I'm honored. And I'm privileged.
Thank you very much.
I have no intention of checking that privilege either.
Touche.
So, a fairly big thing happened in relation to a certain fairly merchandise-driven franchise.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's no big deal. You probably heard of Star Wars Celebration. Maybe.
If not, then you have now.
Yeah.
Star Wars Celebration Orlando 2017.
That's right.
The Toy Aisle funds that you guys provided for me on
Yeah,
Kickstarter, Patreon. I want to thank you all for sending me down there
And we're
as
gonna
a
thank
exclusive.
We're going to thank all 100 of you alphabetically.
Yeah.
Aaron Anderson. Alfred.
Blaze Bailey.
Claudia Catastrophe. That's not even a real name. Why did you put that in? Whatever. It's your screen name. It's cool.
Dan the Man Davis.
Dave. Right?
And Zach. Thank you.
Yeah, all 1,000 of you four.
All right. Appreciate
Or
it.
5.
Unfortunately, we were only able to send one of us, so we
Yeah.
flipped a coin and I won.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, even though you're not that into Star Wars.
Nah, I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know, I've only been a fan of it for, let's see here. How old am I? About 22 years.
See, it's nothing. I mean, I'm the real big Star Wars guy. I know you're all about Transformers.
Yeah.
But, it's just the way that things worked out. We can't
It's
defy
the way
the
it
coin
is.
flip.
Bruce Hornsby was writing this song,
Yeah.
so. You want
So,
to get to it?
Yeah. So, you brought quite a few things
Yeah, I
with you
brought
this time.
quite a bit of swag to share for us.
This will be the whole episode.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know how quickly I wanted to do it and talk about each thing, because
Yeah.
I brought a lot of toys for the Leia episode, too.
Yeah.
And just kind of did a rundown, so I'll probably do something similar to that capacity. But I guess before we get going, anything that you've been specifically hunting for that you want to get or did get, or I see something over at that table. I don't want to spill the beans yet.
Well, this here is going to be my spotlight, of course.
Yeah.
It ties into the theme, but
But
other
have you
than
had
that,
any good hunts lately, or just kind of been
something.
staying pat?
I've just been kind of looking around. I did catch a few of those 12-inch Marvel Legends figures. Look all right. Didn't really I don't feel inclined to buy them, but they look cool enough. Otherwise, I've just been following the announcements from Celebration. There's a few things from there that I saw that I definitely
tons
want.
of news that I'll probably forget during this episode.
Yeah. Well, before we get into
Yeah.
our spotlights, do we want to talk about some of the things that were announced, to be released?
Yeah, we can talk about that. This actually might be a Hasbro Love Fest episode.
I can see that.
That
I've heard some pretty great things.
They stepped their game up.
Yeah.
This celebration, because we already knew we were getting some of these new Black Series figures, but actually, when I was there, I actually got to see them.
Yeah.
So I know they actually exist. So we're getting the Thrawn.
It looks beautiful.
Yes.
I'm getting that one, no
Yeah,
doubt.
it's just
Because I watched Rebels.
these are going to be so hard to find.
Yeah.
This may be even harder than the last wave,
That
which
is-
includes your spotlight.
that
And
is
that
gonna
wave
be-
has been pretty difficult.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get the Qui-gon
Yes.
finally.
Finally someone to hold my green
Yeah,
lightsaber.
one of the big announcements though that's coming next year is the Black Series Tarkin.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
saw
see
that one too.
Yeah, the Tarkin.
They need to have
Looks awesome.
feet that can swap out for the flip-flops that he wore in
Yeah.
any scene where he was being shot above the waist.
Governor Tarkin. But yeah, those were some big Black Series announcements.
I'll say. I also saw Jaina Solo.
Yeah, she was
Legends
the
character.
fan choice
Yeah.
figure for that year, and they just closed voting for next year. So, like, among the contenders was, like, the Tonica sisters, which I hope wins. Krell from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
A few others I can't think of right now. There's, like, 6 contenders, and then we'll vote for them later on, probably next month, and we'll get to see what wins that fan choice, just like Jaina Solo won last year. My vote was Kitster.
Obviously.
Again, like the 3rd year in a row. Hopefully I can...
One of these days.
Yeah, one of these days we can get enough of a rally behind him.
Come on.
Yeah. He'd be so wizard.
Wizard as fuck.
And with this... And then they also announced, I don't know if you saw, a new game and action figure series, Forces of Destiny.
I did not see
It's
that.
centered probably more to like younger girls. It's like they're made in the doll format. They still look pretty neat.
Yeah.
And it's something different. So, I mean, I don't know if I'll actually get them or not, but it's got like your main female protagonist. You know, you've got the Rey.
Is that
Jen.
the animated series? Or is this
Yeah, they're going to be like shorts.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
They'll do like shorts, they'll have a game,
I saw
then they
the
got
trailer
these
for that.
merchandise, which will be good for the younger fans.
I mean, the little trailer I saw of the shorts looked all right. So
Yeah, and pretty much since Disney has gotten a hold of Star Wars, they've been done really well with having female leads and embracing their females of the past, which I think is pretty neat.
Yeah.
So
without feeling like they're pandering either.
Yeah, it's not totally in your face like
Yeah.
other franchises may do.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. And then another announcement that I was probably the most excited for was the Vintage Collection is returning next spring. The 3 3/4. So they ran originally from like 2010 to 13.
Yeah.
And now they're hard to buy, like 25, 30, 50, even, hundreds for certain characters.
Wow.
So those will be returning to retail next spring.
Maybe
That
we'll
was
get a
another
kids
big
for those.
announcement. Yeah, I hope so. They showed the first figure is going to be Rey, but it's in that vintage style, which of the 3 3/4, Power of the Force and beyond since 95, Vintage Collection might be my favorite one that came out. I don't have as many of them as I'd like to, just due to price, and some of them are kind of rare to find.
Yeah.
But just the way they were laid out, and they're similar to the 6-inch Black Series that just came out for the 40th anniversary. So it's just the mini versions of those, and the concept they showed at the panel for that was the array on Jakku.
Nice.
So that was like the first figure that we're going to get for that, and they're also going to do repacks for those. So some figures that you weren't able to get last time as much, they're going to repack some of those, kind of like they did with the Disney Elite Series that I was telling you about on our Elite Series episode, where they came out with the Maul again and the Boba Fett again after they had gotten so popular.
Yeah.
So there will be a few repacks of those, so that'll be... They'll go really quickly. They're going to be hard to get again, but I'm really looking to Force Friday of next year, along with this year, but 18's really starting to look up as well with Vintage Collection coming back, more Black Series, that Tarkin comes out then too.
All
I think
those
it's going to be,
things sound awesome.
I think it may be first released either him and Thrawn or both of them. One of them's going to be a San Diego exclusive, so you already know that's going to be crazy to find.
Like from what I have been hearing, a lot of the San Diego exclusives are just the same figure, maybe with a little better paint job and better accessories.
And it'll say something,
Yeah.
San Diego exclusive.
And then there'll be a
raise it $150.
Yeah. And then there'll be a standard release that's a little more basic, less accessories, and
Yes.
I'm fine with that because I want to throw on.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for with the Indiana Jones pop figure. I was hoping they'd have their San Diego exclusive, which they did, and they still might, but I was hoping last fall or this spring they would have come out with just the regular Indy figure that you could find at FYE and Walmart and all the stores that hold pop, and we haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on certain characters and the demand and situation, but
Indiana Jones doesn't seem to be in much of a demand lately.
no, but they don't do much of Indy, so when they do, there's limited amount, and they sell for a lot. Like, they just came out with the Hot Toys version of them. I saw it at a local comic shop, and it looked awesome. But yeah, it's going to cost you $200 to $400.
Yeah.
Even though it looks great.
But it's not an active franchise right now, so there's not much new merchandise coming out for it.
Nope. But supposedly, Indiana Jones 5 is might be 2019, so I'm hoping we can get another toy line.
Yeah. Hashtag bring back Shia.
Yeah.
I hope they do that just to piss off Jake, honestly.
He at least needs to have a cameo.
Yeah.
Mutt. Good old Mutt.
Good old Mutt and his
Muttness.
Motorcycle and greaseback hair and his leather jacket.
So 50s, man.
Yeah. He looks so tough in that scene. Like, really, legitimately.
I mean, he's already a tough guy to begin with.
Yeah.
And that just made him even tougher. Like, I wanted to be him before.
Yeah.
But after seeing that movie, he's my number one idol. Forget Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Forget Mel.
He will not divide
Forget
us.
Sly. Forget Arnold. Shia.
We all want to be Shia.
Yeah.
We all want to, like...
strive to be Shia.
Have this weird, like, buzz cut hair with a giant, like, bushy beard and sit in the theater watching ourselves for days.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. We'll have. Yeah, we can make that a listener exclusive. We'll rent out a local theater and just have like a loop of our Toy Owl episodes
just
playing.
Play them all in reverse chronological order and record our
Stand
reactions.
up and clap at the end. Have a little tear in my eye.
Yeah,
it's the greatest moment in my life. I'm trying to think of any other big news toy wise. Those are like the big hitters. There's other little stuff, but anything else you can think of?
Anything more about those Monopoly pieces?
I was wanting to get a little more info on those. When I was at the Hasbro shop, I was trying to find a worker to ask them when they were going to be released, but everyone was so busy.
Yeah.
Celebration consists of lines, waiting, lines, lines, waiting, lines, and more lines. Think of all the cons we've been to. That's nothing. Think of the longest line. It's absolutely nothing. It was a madhouse.
Yeah, I waited an hour to meet Billy D. Williams, and I'm assuming
it took an hour just to get the ticket for the ticket.
Yeah.
Which is one reason I didn't do autographs.
That makes sense.
Your day's gone. It's taking 3 or 4 hours to get people.
Yeah. Ooh. That would have been rough.
Yeah. So but with this being my first celebration, I was just wanting to take the experience in, enjoy the atmosphere, walk around. I mean, it was overwhelming.
I would imagine.
The days I was there, because there's just so much to do. 3 huge stories. The convention center was massive. Just of the regular hall, like where they had all the exhibits.
Yeah.
All the toy people and all the things to do. Think of it, the local con we go to, right up the road. Double that in size and just in width.
God.
And you've got just your main exhibit hall.
That's crazy.
That's not counting the stuff upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
On the 2nd and 3rd floors. It would take hours to walk around. And
hopefully next time this coin flips in my favor.
Yeah. My prediction is, they haven't announced it yet, but it's coming back in 2019. Yeah. My prediction is it's going to go back to Anaheim. So we need to start saving now.
Yeah. Well,
because the tickets itself aren't cheap. I mean, the tickets are cheap. It's just the other stuff that kind of adds up.
Right. Which by then, I think I'll have some friends in California I could probably stay with. Yeah. So I could probably make that a little easier at least.
Yeah. After going to this one, I definitely want to try as much as I can to attend the next one.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, but yeah, just so much to do. You'd walk into panels. I walked into one. I was staying there for a few minutes. It was talking about toys, so I was like, hey, this is fitting. They were talking about the Legos.
Ooh.
Then they were talking about the ones, how they actually make them. So it's something you definitely would have been digging. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Then one where they decide like what names to use like in their visual dictionaries to actually name characters and planets and weapons. So there's something for everyone. They had their podcast stage. They even had a theater where they would just run Rebels episodes.
The Rebels theater?
Loop after loop. You could actually go in there and get some popcorn and go off on some water. So when I was wanting a break, I would usually just go in there and chill for a little bit.
Did you watch some Rebels?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah, I like it. I'd seen some other episodes just out of order watching on TV in the past, but now I'm actually want to start episode 1 through this. And
it's solid.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar were there signing, which I would have liked to get them, but their lines were crazy.
Wow.
Their lines were crazy. Wow. Yeah, because I saw like people that grew up in the 90s that were like big Buffy fans and Scooby-Doo, and that's where she got famous, and they were both in like teen slasher movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. So
I saw people getting like old DVDs autographed and a ton of Buffy stuff getting signed, and then Freddie Prinze stuff and Scooby-Doo.
Of course.
So they were really popular, and Hayden Christensen was too.
Yeah, I would imagine him.
Yeah, because he doesn't do a lot of cons.
Yeah.
I think the biggest surprise was seeing Harrison Ford come out on the 40th anniversary panel. Because...
Look!
Yeah, he came out like for just a quick second during the 15 Anaheim for Force Awakens. But he was more engaged in this one. Like, he stayed longer. He actually went out to the exhibit floor, did interviews. Just kind of soaked it in more, which was kind of cool to see, which not something he's really done in the past.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it could be his last celebration. You never know, because he's not. I doubt he'll come to the next one.
Yeah,
that'd be my guess. I hope I'm wrong. Unless they do something big for the 50th in 10 years.
Yeah, he'd probably be like done with Star Wars, not in a bad way. Like,
kind of how he is, kind of how he was.
Yeah.
And then, more money throw at me.
Yeah. Kind of like Alec Guinness showing up, even though he's dead and hates Star Wars.
Yeah, there's some really good cosplayers.
Yeah. So was that Alec Guinness that you took a picture of, was that by any chance the same Alec Guinness that showed up in that Swick?
No, this was actually a different one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Was he dressed like...
surprised. Yeah.
Wow.
He was dressed like him, spoke like him, and Yoda.
Wow, 2 Alec Guinnesses.
Yeah.
That's amazing, since he's dead and hated Star Wars when he was alive. Good on him.
Well, he was a hologram, so he came back.
Tupac.
Yeah, there was some really good cosplayers, some random ones too, which I like to see.
Did you see any, like, Darth Talon by any chance?
Yeah, there's actually, I saw like maybe 3 or 4 Darth Nihiluses.
Wow.
And they look good.
Yeah.
A lot of Revans.
Of course.
A lot of Kylos.
Yeah. How could you tell them apart?
I don't know. I kept like going up there. I was like, "It's Kylo
Revan.
Kylo Revan and Darth Revan." I was like, "Oh, there's a little red in there." So saw a lot of them. I did see an Aayla Secura. I did see a Oola.
Oh yeah.
So that was nice to see.
Yeah, I saw someone else the Fwoosh did a celebration video, and he had like recorded this footage of some, like, the 501st thing that they did, where like
Legion.
There was
Weird Al was at their party.
Yeah,
me and a guy, we were trying to sneak in. You had to have a wristband.
Oh,
like we went down, and they had security like crazy, like every entrance.
Yeah, that was an Oola.
It was like the CIA.
Yeah, there was like an Oola dancing on stage.
Like, yeah, like their party was crazy. Yeah. Like we saw people coming out, and like that's where all the hot chicks were going at the end of the night. So we were like trying to get in there, and we're trying to sneak in, and we couldn't find a good way. And a bunch of like nerds that were leaving wouldn't give us their wristbands. Like we weren't asking for them. We're like, hey, did you guys just go to the party? Like, yeah, it was awesome. Like, is Weird Al in there? Like, yeah. And then we'll just walk off.
Yeah, he sang his Star Wars songs, of course.
Yeah, he was at the last 501st party too. But yeah, he was there. That was like the big party bash that wasn't an official celebration event. That's always the biggest party every year.
Of course.
But of course, my cosplay when I went, I was dressed up like one of our favorite characters, and then they made me go take my makeup off because it was racist. I was dressed up like Kitster. And they said it was racist for some reason.
How was that racist? All you did was alter your skin color to look like the character.
Yeah. They're like, well, people thought I was Riz Ahmed at first. Then they're like, hey, this is Aziz Ansari. I was like, no, it's Kitster. They're like, well, sir, we're going to have to ask you to remove. So I'll just look like Anakin the rest of the day from episode 1.
Wizard.
Yeah. People thought I was Jake Lloyd at the end of the day, so I signed a few autographs. And
Yeah, might as well.
you're taller than I thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just got out of rehab. Still going to anger management classes.
Thinking about Jingle All the Way too to get some money.
Well, yeah, Jingle All the Way 3, I guess, unless that Larry the Cable Guy is not canon.
It's not.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna assume it's not.
All right. So, any more questions before we begin the display?
None more I can think of. Anything else happen that you want to talk about or experiences you want to share?
There was, I did get to watch pretty much all of the Last Jedi panel. That was a highlight.
Nice.
So, actually be in the crowd and be among one of the, first thousands of people to see the trailer was a pretty neat experience.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to fully grasp the trailer because it was or the teaser because it was so loud in there, but that was, that adds to the experience.
Just like when you see Star Wars on opening night, you're gonna have to see
you're just there for the experience and the atmosphere and the event, which is kind of how I could sum up my celebration.
Yeah.
But one funny thing, I was over in the food court. I saw a little guy on a Segway. It turned out it was actually Warwick Davis.
Really?
Riding along. I was like, hey, there's Warwick. So yeah, that was my random celebrity encounter.
There's always one.
Yeah, they walked right by me. So that was neat.
Yeah.
And then, there's just more big news that they announced just with movies going forward that talked a little bit about Han Solo.
Yeah. Anything on the alleged Obi-Wan movie?
No, I think Kathleen Kennedy's actually going to address that this summer.
Okay.
I think the front runner's Obi-Wan, followed by Boba, which I'm hoping for Obi-Wan.
Me too. That's what
McGregor wants to do it. He's the perfect age right
Yeah.
now. Even if it's just one movie, which I don't know if you really need to make those a trilogy.
Probably not.
Depends on how the first one goes.
You could have him show up in other movies though.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I think that should be the next one. If I was casting my vote of
yeah, I agree.
how it could happen and the players that are in place right now, McGregor's perfect for it.
It's the perfect time.
And I think they have said the Boba Fett movie would be more bounty hunter related, which I wanted
With
that
a focus on him.
Yeah, they'll just have their encounters, which he just needs to just show up in the Han Solo movie.
Really, because
have their meeting and how how they became to be. So I think there will be a lot of Easter eggs in that movie.
Yeah,
a lot of callbacks, which will be neat. Which I don't know if I want to say I'm looking more forward to it. I guess I'm more open to it, just because it sounds like it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
On set and
nothing. I've heard nothing that makes me think it'll be bad.
Yeah, it's just Harrison Ford is not a part of it.
Yeah,
that's the big downside. But I really like Woody Harrelson being in it.
Yeah, I like Donald Glover as Lando.
Of the younger guys acting today, he fits that role really well. Michael B. Jordan was already booked with the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
And Donald Glover actually looks like Lando.
He really does, even though Dave doesn't like him for some reason.
Yeah. Who does he like?
Minions.
Danny Houston.
Yeah. Chris Cornell. Danny Houston and Minions.
I guess Chris Cornell could get an acting career going in his 50s. It's not the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure.
Make Dave happy.
Okay, so what did you knew Rebels would be ending soon, though, right?
Yeah, I knew.
But I guess they confirmed it. What were your thoughts on that?
I figured either this upcoming season or the one after would be the last one anyways. I'm kind of glad that they're not that they know that it's ending and they can wrap things up instead of just chopping it off like they did with Clone Wars. Because
I didn't like that with Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really like. The last 3 episodes with Yoda are great, but I would have preferred the original plan, which was to lead into and even explore some of the events during Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
And we got a little bit of that in the Ahsoka novel, which I listened to the audiobook of, but it's kind of vague and hazy. I don't know exactly what happened during Revenge of the Sith that wasn't in the movie, but with Rebels, I feel like since they know they can plan it out, and I'm almost certain that they're going to show the events of Rogue One from the Ghost Crew's perspective, because they've been introducing Death Troopers into the series. Now they showed up in the season finale. There's some in the trailer. We see the Ghost ship. They mention Captain Syndulla and Chopper are all seen in Rogue One, so the crew is active. It only makes sense to kind of show that movie from their perspective. So I'm hoping to see that.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
It's only going to be, I think, 15
Is it?
episodes. That's what they said. So it's
That's-
not the full, 2022.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's kind of... If they know it's the conclusion, they wouldn't have to drag it out.
Yeah, I think if had it gone to season 5, I'm sure it still could have been well made, but you would start dragging more and having to kind of prolong things. I think you've got everything put in place now. You know this is the final.
Yeah, it's...
Don't hold anything back.
Exactly.
So you can go all out now.
Yeah, it's ready to, It's ready to end on a high note.
Really strong Rebels fan base down there.
Yeah.
It was a lot stronger than I expected.
The show has quite a following.
Yeah. It was good cosplayers there, too.
Really?
Of the main cast, yeah, like in the animated style, too.
Yeah.
So
cool.
that was neat to see. But I guess I will start with some toys.
All right.
Toy aisle after all.
Yeah, this is a toy podcast. I forgot about that.
So my first toy I'm going to show you is the Star Killer Black Series.
Ooh.
3 3/4 Galen Merrick from the game, Force Unleashed, which is pretty hard to find.
Yeah.
It's about, I got it, I think for like 25. It's about 40 online. Yeah, he also
awesome.
had a vintage series come out, which is like $100. And
I
I was
bet.
comparing the two, and the vintage one is better, but there's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a pretty good deal, and this was one of the earlier Black Series figures that came out.
Great character. I am a fan of the game.
Yeah, back when they started the Black Series a few years back.
Yeah.
So, all right, moving on. Probably some of my favorite purchases came from the brand new line of the 40th anniversary.
Ooh. I like this.
Yeah, I got these before they were even in stores.
Yeah.
I've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi
It's got
bin.
the little Kenner logo down there, too.
Yeah, it's, dead on from the 78s, which is just beautiful because I love vintage.
Yeah. It looks like that, just
Oh,
scaled up.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It is.
Because I actually got to see vintage in the carded vintage, which I'd never seen in person. That had never been open for 40 years, and I was comparing them. It looked, pretty similar.
Yeah.
So it was
Great
really neat to
details,
see
too,
those.
actually. For
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Series, the face looks really great
Picked
on
up the Luke one.
Puffy shirt.
Yeah.
Still looks good.
Pirate.
Power converter.
Tashi Station. The Fixer. This just isn't fair.
Maybe Hayden Christensen wasn't so bad. I
After
mean, I'm not
all this
saying...
time- he improved a lot from episode 2 to 3, though.
Yeah, he did.
I will
People don't
give him
credit for
props.
that.
And it wasn't all his fault
No.
with the direction.
There's only so much you can do with
Yeah,
that.
I forget what he said, but he was making fun of himself at one of the panels talking about sand again. I forget what he said, because it was actually kind of a long quote, and he actually went into detail. He's like, sand is bad. It kind of does get everywhere, but he was having fun with it.
Yeah.
And, of course, our favorite princess.
Of course.
Yeah.
Good old Leia.
Oh, yes. Great Carrie Fisher Leia tribute
Yeah.
during that 40th panel. That was...
Yeah, I heard some of that. It started with George Lucas and, John Williams came in.
Yeah,
and
then
stuff.
her daughter
Yeah.
came out in the dress, and I was getting a little excited.
I would bet.
'Cause I'm a big fan of her. And then John Williams came out
Yeah.
and was playing the Princess Leia theme, and it was getting all the feels.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Some improved paint apps on this from the last version of this too.
Yeah.
The eyes look
Yeah, there was.
a lot better.
Now, the first wave consisted of those three, Han and R2. Now, Han and R2 are going to become the new white whales,
Oh.
which I've seen Han, but the cheapest is like $35.
Wow.
And then I think Target this past week, as of this recording, came out with just their initial wave one of these. No Hans, no R2s. So, and I checked Walmart website. These are 20 regular price, and then the Han's 40.
God.
So that's going to become the new challenge.
Yeah, that's
going to become the new hunt, is the Han and the R2. So, like, Thursday when the con started, I think I may have seen a Han for 25. I could have just been dreaming. But I should have picked it up if it was. And, like, these were like 20, 30 even at other booths, 35. See, that's what I would do. Like, Thursday and Friday especially, I would walk all day and go to different booths and check prices before I would go back and buy something. Unless I saw a great deal. Like, I went ahead and bought these at Dorkside Toys booth, so I'm giving them a shout out. Check it out on their website.
Dorkside.
DorksideToys.com.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Yeah, they were cheap.
Yeah, that's 20 is the best you're gonna get for these.
Yeah. So, and the other booths I was going to had them for 25, 30, 35, some even 40. But like the Han and the R2s, if they had them, most had sold out.
Wow.
By like Thursday. So that's becoming the new hard figure.
I get Han, but like, why R2 of all things to be rare?
I guess they've never had an R2, like a big 6-inch R2 that's a Black Series, and I really don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is just that like they didn't expect people to want it that much, so they didn't make enough of
probably. That's what I'm guessing, and then Han being Han.
Yeah, you can always get the R2 model kit, same scale.
Yeah, but yeah, those are the big white whales now.
Yeah.
So moving on to my other bag.
All right.
I got this Han, like the first wave of Black Series a while back. It was Stormtrooper outfit from Episode 4,
Looks
which that was only $20. They're like 35 and 40 everywhere else.
This is like an old Black Series too.
Yeah.
Like blue box.
Yeah, I've been wanting that one.
Yeah.
See, I bought that and the Star Killer at the same place, and I really hadn't intended on buying either one. It's just things I stumbled upon. That's kind of what, I guess that's one reason, I wasn't really disappointed with anything necessarily, because I didn't go for autographs specifically or toys. There was one toy, you know what I'm talking about, that I was looking for, if there was a good deal.
Yeah.
And there was no good deal.
The best deal I'm seeing on it right now is Amazon, which has gotten a little cheaper.
Yeah, that's just where I'm going to buy it. But that would have been a nice one to find.
Yeah.
And then Darth Plagueis. I've been after Darth Plagueis for a while.
There's a Plagueis figure?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture.
Yeah.
It's a 3 3/4 Black Series.
Based on the Legends appearance, where he's a moon, is that what they're called? Yeah.
And I found it for 20, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But of course, I opened it up. The box was already open. It was dented. Now, I actually did think, I was like, well, I could buy it loose for 20.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll just hold out. And then there was no other Plagueises there except for one, which was $90.
Yeah.
And the cheapest I found it is $75 online. So I don't know when I'll buy it. I'm waiting for some dumb guy on eBay to put it up for like 50 and just pounce on it then. But like that Han right here, which some of these first run Black Series, which is what this Han is, you can find some of them for 20, but most of them are going to cost you 25 and up. Like I went to other booths before I bought that one, and maybe 25 or 30 was the cheapest I found that Han. Most of them were 40. Wow. That exact figure.
And you found this one for 20.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah. See, there was a lot of walking, a lot of miles I put on my feet. My legs were hurting, but it was some hardcore hunting last weekend. It was fun. I was a poacher out there. Then another Black Series that you might be a fan of. I found a Sabine.
That's right. You mentioned this to me. I am a fan.
That was almost that was pretty much gone.
Wow.
So, I went back the next day and I was gonna pick you one up, and it was already gone.
Wow. Yeah, seeing it in person too.
But
they were not lying about the paint apps.
Yeah, they're, I think maybe Target or Toys R Us, one of the two, maybe even Walmart, where they just gotten new shipments in around our local areas. I think I may have seen a Sabine this week, so you might want to check next time you're up in the areas.
Might be doing some hunting.
Yeah. But that Sabine's really nice.
Yeah, they weren't fooling about the paint apps.
No.
Even the little scuffs of paint because she's like an artist. That's she's always painting stuff, and she's got like little bits on her gloves that are just kind of flaked off, and that even that's just like right there.
Yeah, there were a lot of girls down there that weren't even like cosplayed. They just had their hair dyed like hers, which is kind of neat to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one I was.
That's a
if I stumbled upon a nice deal, I would get it. And that was also from Dorkside Toys. So Dorkside Toys was doing well.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for them at like every con I go to.
And like we said, this isn't the best Leia, but I wanted to add more to my Leia collection. It's the previous wave of Leia, and it was like $15.
Oh yeah.
So I got I just picked it up. That's a great deal. You can't really pass that up.
It really doesn't look bad either. Like,
no.
The newer one looks better.
Oh yeah, the new one is better. Just with the whole card layout, the actual figure. Yeah. Like if you're going to keep a Black Series in the box, it's these 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
Like the other ones, you can.
Yeah,
you can take them out.
I mean, they do have a nice box too, but like, those are made to look like a classic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and it's just another because I like my Leia collection, so I gotta add
always
to
growing.
It. Yeah, I had that one. Getting a pile over here, aren't we?
A little bit.
Almost done though. Then I've picked up some 30th anniversary that line that I'm a fan of. I got the original Macquarie concepts, like we were talking about with the Chewie.
Yeah.
Previously, I have the Star Killer, which was a female originally.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Han Solo. So the Ralph Macquarie concepts, I found those both for like $15 each, which is a pretty good deal at Force Powered Collectibles, another vendor I've spoken about on this
I've actually read
show before.
The comic adaptation of this early script, or a version of this early script, and this design was also actually originally going to be Luke Skywalker, too.
Yeah, like the original, like 1973 written down on paper is like the female Star Killer hero, and the original Han was going to be an alien. Yeah, and they're like, all right, I'm going to be a human. And then but I loved those concept figures.
A little bit similar to Rey with her too.
Yeah.
With the goggles.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I was glad I found those. That was the thing. Like, I didn't really have a specific list on things I was going there to buy, but a lot of things I stumbled upon that I had forgotten. I was like, oh, hey, there's that. And then
it
was a good deal.
Just hardcore, like, George Lucas, Ralph McQuarrie fans would want these.
Yeah, I love that series. I've been trying to pick up more of those.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
And, that's all I got. But then there's one more sneaking in there, and it's a gift for you.
Oh, shit.
A Black Series for you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cassian, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Honored. I wonder if I should open.
Yeah, should we open live on air?
Yeah,
I think we should.
I'm gonna. I got an open instrument for.
Figured we'd have a Rogue One figure. And there's a few more that I have that I'll probably bring just on future episodes to spotlight.
Yeah.
But these are kind of the bulk of things I found that was good.
Thank you again for this.
Oh yeah. Got to get that Black Series collection up.
That's right. I can put it right next to K2.
I want that Canon one.
Oh yeah, that we had that one at my workplace, the coal mine.
Is it still there?
I think I might have actually got the last one.
No,
it's hard. Canon is kind of hard to find.
It is. Now. I'll tell you what's really hard is the Ahsoka. That one's like $100.
Oh yeah. She's like a fan favorite. Like even people who don't necessarily care for Clone Wars or Rebels can appreciate Ahsoka.
Well, yeah, even leading up, I would check like the Targets and the Walmarts and the Toys R Us regularly to pre-order the Han Black Series.
Yeah.
And of course, all the 3 that I already have, you can pre-order no problem.
Yeah.
Currently out of stock.
Oh yeah. Pre-sold out.
Yeah. Same with Han and R2 are going to become the new ones. But the cheapest I've seen Han is $35, which isn't terrible, but it's like you can find them for $20 at Walmart. It's just it's going to be the conspiracy again.
Yeah.
So I may just have to bite the bullet.
Like I had to.
Yep. Like I'm going to with that one as well.
Which I will discuss in a little bit here after we get into.
Yeah. So one positive about not getting autographs, because I had set aside money for that. which I was able to get a few more toys out of it,
Yeah,
and I didn't spend as much money as a whole as intended. I still spent way too much, but
it's never too
I
much.
already knew that going into it. It's
Going
just,
in, you know,
it's just of all the money I did bring solely for buying, I didn't spend as much as I intended, so I was actually a little happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, going to a con, you know, you're gonna leave broke. You just
sometimes on the last days they'll mark prices down, but everything was selling so well that they didn't really do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I just went ahead and bought
All right,
some of those.
Right off the bat, really good. Like for all the like stuff on his head here, it's actually pretty well like articulated.
Yeah.
You can move it like pretty much all the way around. You get a nice like up and down on it.
Yeah, people, this is a Hasbro Love Fest as we speak.
Yeah.
Maybe the first and only.
We'll see what happens when Transformers comes around.
Yeah. Just got to keep riding the Star Wars high.
Yeah.
But it's, even on these 40th anniversary, it's just beautiful to see the Kenner logo at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, just and like the picture, the still from the movie behind him.
Just, you know, dead on from the originals back in, when they came out in 78.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already very impressed with this Cassian. I mean, I like that it's like the blue, you know the story behind the coat, right?
Yeah.
One of the designers had a Han Solo toy that had the blue.
Yeah, you know, he's the Han of that movie.
Yeah.
Which is why I liked him.
Yeah, it's a pretty great figure. Just in the 30-ish seconds I've been fiddling with it. And the, like, I guess you could call this the skirt, the, like, tunic bottom of it. Really
reminds me of, Feed Beyond Hoth or something, wearing that.
Yeah, and it, like, really doesn't get in the way of movement that much, which is impressive for being, like, not cloth.
And he can be sliced by a certain individual.
He can.
You have right there.
Yeah, this is going right up on my Rogue One shelf next to K2.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Yeah, no problem at all.
You're making the next time I get you a gift thing, it's gonna be like have to be really something big now between this and Kylo.
Yeah, that's what I was really doing. I was like, all right, I'll buy him a Black Series so he can buy me the my Darth Plagueis figure next year.
Yeah, like
no, we'll go to Celebration 19 together, so you can start saving up for that, and have a separate fund for the Plagueis figure.
Yeah, I'll just put all of my
money 2 years,
in a separate savings account.
Start up
spend
now.
no money on myself.
Yeah,
and then I'll just be an indentured servant for the rest of my life.
You're already heading that way.
Yeah, aren't we all though? Really?
Way too true.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk, who played K2SO, he was another fan favorite at the autograph line.
I'll bet.
They had Felicity Jones. Riz Ahmed, who played Bodhi Rook, his line was outrageous.
Yeah,
they were not prepared for his line.
Isn't he like? Doesn't he have a bit of a fan base from other stuff too, or is it just?
Yeah, like
this?
he's never been the star. Like he's in Nightcrawler, which is a good movie. He was in that HBO series The Night Of, which he kind of blew up.
A lot of things
and then
about
being
Night.
in this movie. Yeah, he's a dark individual.
I'll bet. That's racist.
I didn't mean it like that, but
whatever in your Kitster brown face.
Yeah. I didn't get any pictures of it, unfortunately. It's like they wouldn't allow me to take pictures with it.
Just have to take our word for it.
I know. Yeah, there's tons of guests. I did from afar. I did get a glance of Forrest Whitaker.
Nice.
I was like, Forrest, do you remember me?
What's up with your eye?
Battlefield Earth 2. When is it coming?
Soon.
I was trying to be nosy and look when people would get done with when I would go over and hang out by the autograph hall, like just look at pictures people had gotten signed or taken with the certain celebrity. I didn't see any Battlefield Earth, so I was disappointed.
You'll be the first one in over a decade to bring that up if you ever meet him.
I know.
If the Swick guys don't meet him first.
Yeah. Denny Lawson, that's one autograph I was wanting, who played Wedge, because he never does cons.
Yeah.
But, I mean, his line is just, you had to commit to stand in line to get, for an hour or two, to get your ticket, just to walk over to that person's line and find out what group you're in. You don't even know what group you're going to be in. And then wait another 2-3 hours. And then the Celebration store was a 3-hour wait every day just to get Celebration exclusive stuff. Because I would have liked to pick up a shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because this isn't like Richard, what's his name, who was at Archon.
Oldfield.
Yeah, where it's like, yeah, he's never done a U.S.
See,
con before,
that's
but
where
it's
where I messed up. I should have just went ahead and bought all those guys that were at our local con the month before.
Yeah. Some of them will probably be mad.
Yeah, they will.
I'm sure we'll
Because like
see.
Jeremy Bullock hardly had a line at that con,
Yeah.
and then at this con,
I'm
it wasn't
sure-
crazy, but like
I'm sure we'll see Billy D around here again.
I need to get Billy D's.
Yeah. I've met him. He seemed nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I was semi-close to him when he was on the Star Wars live show stage.
I shook his hand.
I didn't shake
Yeah,
his hand.
Not to brag or anything, you know.
Yeah, you can brag all you want. You can brag hard.
Shook Lando's hand, shook Chewie's hand, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm jelly.
You can see his signature right up there on my original series DVDs.
Yep. Yeah. Did he growl?
No.
Should have asked him.
I should have.
Yeah.
Overall,
it was just a great experience for, diehard Star Wars fan I have been.
I'll bet.
And just, it was a big thing to cross off my bucket list finally.
yeah.
So just things kind of worked in my favor to get down there. And after experiencing that, I want to definitely hit up the next one if it's in the States, which I predict it will be because they set the record for attendance. It was like over 70,000.
Wow.
Which I believed because it took like 2 hours to get into the con Thursday. They were not prepared. That's one thing. They didn't have enough workers. So like Thursday it took forever to get in. Friday was a little shorter, but there was a funny story. It was just anarchy on Friday, people getting in. Like, people would line up on the left. They had lined up since 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I was not one of those people. Then other people on the right just started walking in, trying to barge in. And they were, like, trying to stop people, and they didn't have enough. And there was just, like, some random guy was like, "Sorry, guys, but there's people that have been here since 7 a.m. this morning, and everyone's just going to have to wait their turn. My grandmother's been waiting, and she's a Star Wars fan, just like each and every one of you." And then someone was like, "Are you working for the con?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Then get off." And instead of, like, fighting, I was like, they just need to get their lightsabers out. And
That would have been cool.
And duke it, but, yeah, there's some nerd fights going on.
Yeah. I would love to see, like, people actually
Just
breaking
getting
out
into
fighting with their toy lightsabers.
You've got a sense of how, like, crazy and intense some Star Wars fans can be.
Yeah.
They were all in the same place.
Wow.
So, so a lot of nice people I met, and then there were some jackwagons that
Of course.
get in the way.
Yeah.
But overall,
With a big crowd of people, there's going to be...
Yeah,
like,
it's going to be like that. So, yeah, those are the complaints, that it was way too long to wait for things, not a great flow, but all that outweighs the good that happened.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, you got a pretty damn good haul here, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I was really happy with all that I picked up. I didn't, I knew I wanted to get the 40th anniversary's Black Series for sure.
Yeah.
And whatever else I stumbled upon for good deals. Which that's what I focused on. Because Thursday I was like, okay, the autograph line's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Friday, by Friday afternoon, I'd committed. I was like, all right, I'm just doing toys from here on out. I'm not even going to hold out for autographs because the hall was open from like 11 to 6 or 7 every day, which is a long time, but when you take into account
70,000.
that with, you might wait 3 or 4 hours in line just for an autograph.
Yeah.
You're missing out on doing other stuff like panels upstairs and
that shit's
going
away at the
out
time.
and making room just to eat a little snack in between your hunting. So
yeah, those cons will make you hungry really quick.
Yes, and $6 for a hot dog.
Ugh.
$10 for a little pan Papa John pizza.
Wow.
And people were buying them like crazy.
I'll bet.
Which I would usually get a hot dog for $6 just because it was like the cheapest thing, and I would pack some like snack bars in my bag and then just eat a big dinner when I got out. But yeah, all that little stuff adds up.
Yeah.
But thankfully I didn't have to worry about a hotel or rental car.
Yeah, those are
I
kind of the
had to
big
drive
things.
every day, but it was like going from here to our local towns.
Yeah,
So
it's not so bad.
it's just the traffic was long, so like
yeah.
what would be a 30, 40-minute drive turned out to be 60 to 70 minutes. But, overall, that's just little minor things
It's just
that don't take away.
It's part of the price of admission, so to
Yeah,
speak.
you're
the trial
you're
by
paying for the
fire.
whole experience.
Yeah.
There's people that slept overnight that wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
Once the con opened or was closed, they'd wait and just go back in that hall and sleep on the floor.
God, they must have smelled awful.
Yeah. Which, had I known Harrison Ford and Billy Lord were going to show up at that 40th anniversary panel, I probably wouldn't have, but I would have considered it more. I was still in the same room and presence as Harrison, so that's semi bucket list.
That's good, yeah.
But he's not going to do any meet and greets, obviously.
Oh yeah, he's Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
he's busy.
It was awesome that he was there and was into it.
Yeah,
Mark Hamill's always great.
Then
they had the surprises with The Last Jedi with Boyega and Daisy Ridley coming out. Josh Gad was the host. I didn't know if you saw that or not.
I didn't, and now I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, your boy Josh, because when Mark Hamill jokingly spilled the beans about Rey being his daughter, he was like, when I look, I see Olaf, and when I look to my right, talking about Ryan Johnson, he's like, I see God. And then he's like, when I see my colleague, then to Finn, he's like, when I see my son, and so forth. But he's always great.
Or maybe he
the
did.
Q&As.
Maybe he really did let it slip, and the John Boyega thing was just kind of
that's what I was thinking. I was like, it sounded like the cover up, but I was trying to look at Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy's reaction, and they didn't look worried.
Yeah.
So it was probably planned.
Yeah.
That's kind of a Mark Hamill thing to do.
If I were a real conspiracy theorist, I would say that
I'm
they did that
surprised it didn't blow up a
to...
little more than it could have.
Maybe it's because he's Snoke.
And then, and then Daisy Ridley during one of the things said, because Josh Gad's like, all right, are you related to Luke Skywalker? And she wouldn't say anything. He's like, are you a Kenobi? And then she's like, that's a popular theory. So
maybe that's
we
why
shall see.
Maybe that's why they're holding off in the Obi-Wan movie to kind of,
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I did not really see any Jar Jar stuff.
Oh.
I was really hoping to. Didn't really see anyone dressed up like him.
That's a shame.
Didn't see many good toys of him. It was very sad.
There needs to be some, where are all the customizers?
I wanted a Darth Jar Jar shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't find one.
Yeah, where are all the customizers making and selling Darth Jar Jar toys?
I don't know.
I mean, besides me, but
it was a bummer.
We're gonna get a
That's my biggest
Jar Jar.
complaint. Not enough Jar Jar.
If that is your biggest complaint, I can safely say you had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had withdrawals this week of not being there, so.
Yeah, just having to settle back into normal life.
I know,
again.
it sucks.
Yeah.
But I have all my toys to look at when I get off.
That's right.
And now I have even less room than to begin with.
You got to get a spacement.
I know. I'm currently trying to work out any little maneuvers I can to get more space in my upstairs.
Yeah.
And it's a process, so I'm hoping by summer I can free up a little more room up there.
Yeah.
But really, I just need my own place, but I'm poor, so.
Yeah.
And I need to save up for the next celebration.
Yeah, you can go live on your own, or you can save for celebration.
Celebration is way more important, because that'll be in time for episode 9.
Yeah, you got the rest of your life to look for a place to live.
Yeah.
You only,
Yeah, and plus with Orlando, that's why I think Orlando and Anaheim are going to be the only places in the U.S. they'll do them. Because they'll have every odd years, they'll do their Celebration Europes like they did last year. Yeah.
And I won't go to that one.
No. The Orlando and Anaheim's the only place big enough to hold. Because the old ones, the first ever one was Denver.
Yeah.
So, it gets a good crowd, but it's not what it is today. And then the next ones were in Indianapolis, which would be perfect.
As we said.
But it's way too small now.
We could drive there, yeah.
Yeah, it's way too small now.
I would have to, literally just use the entire
city of Indianapolis. The Orange County Convention Center, where it took place this time, was in the West Concourse. There's a north, east, and, you know, all the directions. So the West one was for Star Wars. The others had other events going on. That wasn't even Star Wars. That's how massive and huge that thing was.
Wow.
Like, you'd have to just see a picture, and it wouldn't even do it justice of how crazy it was. Because I would have to park at the South every day, and I would just walk because I didn't mind. But, you know, they'd have people shuttling, people biking, and you could get on it like a carriage, and it was intense.
Yeah.
It was a wild experience, and something any Star Wars fan, if they can, definitely go.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone.
I would imagine. Oh yeah, I would imagine. Like, I can't imagine someone turning down the opportunity to go to Star Wars Celebration.
It's great for especially like the local people that live there. You know, they can just pick a day and go.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about the hotel and all the travel. The thing, if you go one day, you know, you can't really get autographs or.
Yeah,
it's more of that. I think that's what people with kids were doing more that lived in that area.
Just going for a day.
Yeah, just where it's not totally exhausting.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was overwhelming and exhausting, but extremely exciting and awesome.
Yeah.
So
I did hear some things happen on Sunday, which, if I remember correctly, you didn't get to go to.
No, that's when I was catching my flight back. So, like, if I was insane and really wanted to, I could have woke up extremely early, gone, stayed for like 2 hours, then when I had to come back. And that just, it wasn't really worth it at that point.
No.
So I'd got my full 3 days worth.
Yeah. After that point, you're like...
And I was tired.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it, but it's like, you know, I kind of need to...
You get
I need to save a little money.
Yeah.
Need to not be totally broke when I return home to the homeland. Canada's Tashi Station.
Need some power converters, eh?
Power converters for my toy aisle, eh?
Well, I guess if you're out of convention stories, we can...
Yeah, that's about it.
We can kind of top it off with my...
The best toy
the one
in the room that we've had to hold off.
The one that, we've talked about it before, Blake.
Are there any guesses for the listeners? Let's pause. Let's let them guess real quick. No. Close. Keep guessing. You almost had it.
No.
That listener has it, though.
Yeah, you got it there.
No, wait. That's Kylo Ren. Sorry. All right, just go ahead and spill the beans.
It's Revan.
Yeah!
a few weeks ago now, even a month ago, I finally, bit the bullet and bought Revan on Amazon.
Yeah, which is what I'm going to be doing soon.
Yeah.
Once I get some money saved back up from this overhaul that you are looking at.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's...
This has been our white whale, if you speak, so to speak.
We've been talking about this since episode 1, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't believe it was real.
Yeah.
I had to actually
see the box.
Come over here and hold it.
And even then, you were like, I think it's a custom.
Yeah.
I had to show you the box.
Yeah, I had to, when I was at Celebration and came across a few of them, I picked them up again just to like make sure and see if it was in there. But
yeah.
I guess before you talk,
all right,
the cheapest one I saw was $60.
Wow.
And I know I can get it for like 40 on Amazon, so I was like, I'll hold off.
Yeah, I looked earlier tonight and it was 37.
There was a 60, 80, 90, and then there was one vendor I was at, and I asked him, I was like, oh, have you guys sold out of Revan? They're like, oh, it's back in the truck, 120.
Really?
Yes.
That is
I was like,
insane.
Does it jump out of the box and start dancing for me?
Yeah, I want that Revan to do my taxes.
I want that Revan to do my laundry, cook my food.
Blow me.
if I'm feeling frisky, maybe.
So, right off the bat, obviously, great character if you're a fan of him, if you know much about him. Really good likeness of him, like, because he, wears the mask, which is of Mandalorian origin, as you can kind of tell from the look of it. There's not a face that they can really get wrong, so that's an easy, thing for them to manage with the mold. The hood, unlike certain versions of Kylo, is actually plastic. Like it's a bit of a rubbery plastic, but it does kind of limit the movement on the head there. To be absolutely critical, I would say.
Sorry.
Nah.
He's getting a little excited in here.
I like that part fine though. The like cod piece of the cloak. The only thing really that bothers me, I guess, is the legs are a little loose. And that might just be mine. That might be a quality control thing, and I could fix that easy just by like dabbing a little bit of paint kind of in the joint to tighten it up. But for now, I'm using the stand from the Kylo that you got me for Christmas, actually.
Yep. I heard something. I don't remember who said it, that they were thinking about maybe on the next wave of Black Series actually having stands.
That's a good
which would be
idea.
a huge help.
Because the picture, some of the pictures I've seen of Thrawn had like a little clear stand for him.
I don't know if they'll be using those specifically, but hopefully, because
Yeah.
that's been one of the main complaints.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy like a 10-pack of them for like $5.
But if they're already
going
gonna come included, I'd honestly rather pay that couple extra bucks.
Really, yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna be wanting to display and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hasbro, another Hasbro love comment. Their toy shop setup there was really, really good.
Good on them. Yeah. Cloth cape looks good. Looks great.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a tattering kind of detail on it. He likes to fall over.
Mm-hmm.
Cloth dress, basic robe dress that he wears. Doesn't limp the movement at all, actually, which is great. Like it stretches pretty far.
Oh yeah. That exercise in.
Yeah.
Before you kill.
His traditional red and purple lightsabers.
Yeah, that's a really cool color.
Yeah. You never see like red paired up with anything besides another red.
I know.
Which I guess that's kind of...
And when you see purple, you think of Mace.
Yeah.
But like with Revan, it just looks better.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah. It fits him because he's kind of like... His whole thing is that he can be the light or dark side.
Yeah.
His light side and dark side got so strong they actually split into two entities. That
I want the Elite Series Revan now, but we won't get it.
No. I think they're only doing that to like movie characters for the most part.
The way down the road.
Yeah. We'll get a Revan movie.
Yeah, when we get the Knights of the Old Republic movie.
Do it!
Do it hard.
Harder.
Hardest.
Faster.
Fastest.
Stronger. Better.
Faster, better, smarter. Alright, so is this your favorite Black Series that you have?
This is undoubtedly, I just say, as a personal favorite.
Yeah, this is your
character.
dude.
Yeah.
It's your favorite Star Wars character ever.
Since before The Force Awakens.
Since before time.
Yeah. Like, as soon as you told me that this existed, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, this was one of those rumors that fans had been crying for it for years.
Yeah.
Then there was rumors that was going to happen. Then they, got quiet again.
He won the poll.
Then he came back.
Yeah.
It's like, that's one thing that I love that they're doing is these fan polls. Like, some of the characters that I pick won't necessarily get chosen.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see the fan choice and have, their voice heard. Because they're the ones buying it at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's like, make this for the people, make the thing that the people
and
want,
EU has such a strong fan base.
It does.
So, EU are always going to be the top picks, just like with Revan
Jaina,
Solo coming out. Then this new one, it'll probably be an EU.
Probably.
If I'm going to put my money on anything, it's probably going to be an EU person.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't start seeing them, like, reintroducing these characters.
Yeah.
Like, they've already done it with Thrawn.
Yeah, and that's what Disney's trying to do right now. They've got a whole team that's dedicated to finding things from the EU that they can make canon or borrow from that isn't, because there's a lot of good EU that we've discussed before, and there's a lot of bad, but if we can try to find the good, and just throw it in there.
Skippy the Jedi droid.
Yeah. But I really didn't think Thrawn would come back this soon as canon.
I thought it would be
a
while.
I really kind of came out of nowhere.
And in a series,
if you ask me.
too.
Yes, a big-time series.
And he's, like, a big part of that series.
Yeah, like, if you would have said, like, a Marvel comic book, and, it's going to be canon, it's like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But actually put him in Rebels and be be popular.
He's the main antagonist of season 3.
He'd been quiet for 20 years.
Yeah.
Ever since, Heir to the Empire. So it's good to see the fan. I like that fan pull that they've been doing for, you know, 10 years now.
More things need to do that, Transformers.
Yeah. Hasbro, you're doing well with that.
Yeah.
Doing well with Star Wars right now. I can't really talk badly about you right now.
Really, no. Like, the face molding is improving, the paint apps are improving.
Yeah, just like even comparing these two layers right here.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference. Yeah, like, I can't say enough good about the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
And plus, I like the little 40 logo at the top right.
Well, like, shiny.
Then I kind of want to get on the back. They have the original stand. You see at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
It's like $40 at Target, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
But I just can't buy it right now. But I may get that in the future, and then definitely try to pick up the Wave 2s whenever they come out.
You know what's going to be in Wave 2?
Yeah.
Back there?
Yeah, they've got the Death Squad Commander, Chewie, Stormtrooper, Jawa, 3PO, Sand People, and Vader. And the Vader comes with that Legacy pack.
Nice.
So I don't know if I'm sure they'll have him in a carded as well, but I think if you buy the Legacy pack, he comes with it, so you're getting your $40 worth.
All right, yeah. I'll most likely at least pick that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you come across a Han or R2, just pick it up.
Yeah, Revan rules apply.
Yeah, that's the new Revan rules.
Yeah. Anything you wanted to say about Revan? Want to pick him up?
I want him. I want to take him. Let me borrow him.
Yeah, I'll just let you borrow.
Can you spend the night and then I'll return him in the morning?
Yeah, this is 5th grade. Why not?
Oh, sleepover, slumber party. You can choose one of my toys and open it. Except for that and that and that and that and that, and you can open that. But other than that, don't do it.
I have the option, but I won't do it.
Yeah, I do like the way it's made. It's once I do have it, one day I hope.
Yeah,
it will be among my favorite Black Series, which it already is.
Yeah,
that's Sabine though. I would have never thought.
Yeah, like her and Sabine are definitely the highlights of that wave.
Yeah, I want you to get the Sabine so you can open it.
Oh, definitely. It's on my wish list on Amazon. I'm just waiting for a good price and for me to have money.
Last time I checked, it had gone down. I don't know what it's at now.
Yeah. You got it for like 20?
Yeah, like 20, 22.
Yeah, if I can get it for like around 25, it's probably one of
probably check Dorkside's website, because that's where I got it.
Okay.
So, I just don't know if they may have sold out, but it's worth a shot. And then just if you're on one of those random hunts and come across it, definitely pick it up for 20.
Yeah. I'm always keeping an eye out when I go to Toys R Us or Target, Walmart.
Especially, like, I've been trying to figure out the days they get their shipping in. So sometimes I'll call and be like, hey, do you have so-and-so in? They're like, hey, we get a new shipment Friday. Yeah. You call back. That's what I've been doing with Disney Store and their elites.
Anything good?
Yeah, they've been having a sale.
Nice.
So, $10.
It's not bad.
For the regulars.
Yeah. I've been kind of wanting to get that, like, black astromech droid that I've seen kind of floating around there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can get it for 10 right now if you go up there.
I just might.
You should.
Yeah.
Have it on the next episode in addition to Toy Isle celebration. 10 episodes. Congratulations. Woo! It's the longest running series on your channel thus far.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, actually.
You seem a little reflective there.
I thought maybe After Dark, but no.
No, we didn't. We didn't make the 10.
Yeah. Congrats to us, and bravo, and I'd like to thank...
Looking forward to many more.
Yeah. Let's get to at least 100, then we can stop. We'll be like, we had a good run, 100. Yeah. We'll be like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, thanks to all the listeners who have been with us. Either your first time or your returning listener. Thank you.
Or maybe it's your last time. Maybe you're done with us after this.
Maybe.
And that's fine.
10 and out. But hey, you got...
Free country.
Some of our best work was about Star Wars with our Carrie Fisher tribute.
Yeah, I'd say this one and the layer are like our best 2 episodes.
We just had so much content.
Yeah.
So these type of events, which that's kind of one of the problems with our location, I guess. There's not a ton of cons.
Yeah. Like we
can like go to. There's several a year, but it's like we kind of gotta wait. It's not something that happens in a lot. You know, it's not often. So.
We got like Fandom Fest, and then
it's like July.
Yeah, and then
which I will go to at least one day.
And there's like an anime con in September that I might
there's
go to.
there's little stuff, but in terms of the bigger cons,
even though I hate anime.
Yeah, you're just going for it's like we flipped that coin. And you won that one.
Yeah, I drew the short straw.
I kind of wanted to go to that one more than Celebration.
We could have easily just said, no, you can go to that one. I can go to this one, but we have
the coin. Yeah, the coin has spoken.
You don't go against the coin.
No.
We could have even not flipped a coin and just gone to the ones we wanted to, but whatever, it was too late.
No.
We couldn't look back.
No, it's a deal's a deal.
Yeah.
No matter what it says.
Life is
person's
a
going.
never-ending spiral of bad decisions like that.
I'm finished.